Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be my Netgalley November reading vlog. So I am a co-host for Netgalley November, and in this video, I'm going to be reading a ton of ARCs. And if you don't know what Netgalley is, it is a platform where you can request books and like e-ARCs and audio ARCs. And yeah, so I currently have 5 Netgalley ARCs waiting for me to read. And I haven't decided which one I'm going to start with, but when I do decide, I will let you guys know. I have started an ARC of Go Cook Yourself by Rebecca Chase. I'm 4% in. Don't really have too many thoughts, but basically this is about a woman who finds her boyfriend cheating on her, and so she moves and decides to take a job that her sister told her she should, but she was like, no, I'm going to stay with my boyfriend, but then she found him cheating. So she packed her bags and she's left, and that is the part I've gotten to. So I have not read very much, but so far so good. I am going to go continue reading. I have made it to 23% in Go Cook Yourself, and I am not enjoying this book. Unfortunately, I do not like the characters very much. They're just not for me, and I feel like their chemistry, their tension is a little forced. But I mean, it's not horrible. It's a decent book, and I feel like there's definitely people out there who will enjoy it. Unfortunately, I am just not one of those people. Who knows? I'm only 23% in. It could, a drastic change could happen. I could end up loving it by the end, but so far, not the book for me. Basically, what has happened is our main male character, Garrett, his best friend and business partner screwed him over, stole his pasta recipe, and claimed it was his, and got this award. He also took their business and took their dog that they shared, but I don't think they shared the dog. It was his dog, but everything was put under both their names. So he ended up taking it, claiming Garrett was a horrible person. And so he's trying to get his dog back. He works at the cooking school where FMC just started working. They get off on the wrong foot, meaning he's being so mean to her for no reason and kind of acting childish. And she's just trying to be nice to him, but she's not too happy with him, but she finds him attractive. And he's kind of flirting with her a little bit, even though he still thinks she's kind of annoying and kind of getting in his way. But that's what's happened so far. I'm not too fond of it so far, but I am going to continue reading, and I will update you guys when I've read more. My hair is a disaster, but don't mind that. I've made it to 80% of Go Cook Yourself, and I'm still not liking it. He calls her Rubes. Her name is Ruby, but he calls her Rubes as a nickname, and I hate that. That is so cringe to me. I also don't really like how this book is written. It's written very Britishly. That's not a word. But I feel like it's written very different from how Canadian or American authors would write it. So some of the words are different and it's less sexy. It's a little more, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But I am not loving this book. And that's pretty much my update. I will update you guys when I finish, and hopefully that will be soon. I just finished Go Cook Yourself. I gave it 2.5 stars. Yeah, unfortunately, this book was not for me. My review is posted on Goodreads, but this did help boost my Netgalley score, so yay for that. But I will let you know when I pick up another ARC from Netgalley, and yeah, that's it for now. I have decided to read Take Two by Eva Colt next. This is a little erotica novella. It is, I think, 38 pages. I'm going to read this on sprints. So I will put a picture up on the screen of the cover. And this is what I'm going to be reading next. And I will update you guys when I finish it. So I read Take Two. I gave it 2 stars. My review is on Goodreads. This book was interesting. It was pure smut, but it was very cringy smut. I didn't think it was all that well written, and it was supposed to be like really taboo and dark and erotic, but it was very none of those things. The characters, there were no personalities because all it was them doing it 24/7. Like every page of the book was pretty much them doing it. And I give it 2 stars. I've read worse, but I've read a hell of a lot better. So that's my review of Take 2. I have decided to start Deadstream. Not sure the author, but it is a buddy read for Netgalley November. I'm excited to get to it, and I don't really know anything about it. I think it's YA. And I'm pretty sure it's kind of horror, thrillery, though along those lines. So I'm excited to get to it. So let's get reading. I've made it to 12% of Deadstream, and so far I'm actually really liking it. Basically what has happened is this popular gamer, on his live stream, there was like this shadow in the background and the lights went out and all this stuff, but he was claiming he didn't see it and that it must have been like some kind of software glitch, which is not possible. So I don't know, a lot of people who are watching thinks he's in on it. And this one girl who is our main character, she saw it and she reposted it to her channel because she is also a gamer. And she's getting a ton of people commenting on her like clip of what happened. And she thinks he's in on it and it's just some kind of like stunt for views or something. And I have no idea what's going on, but I'm pretty sure it's, I say real, but pretty sure he doesn't know what's going on because it is a thriller. And I'm not sure if it's like paranormal or if, I have no idea what's going on, but I am loving it. And so far, it doesn't read too YA, but I'm only 12% in. But if you don't really like YA books generally, this one's still pretty good. I love it. So it definitely has potential to get a very high star rating. Let's go get reading. So I've made it 66% into Deadstream, and I am still liking it. I wish it was scarier. I mean, it is YA, so that's probably why it is the way it is. It's definitely, in my opinion, geared towards a younger audience. But maybe if you're not into thrillers or horrors and that kind of stuff, you will find this terrifying. I don't know. All I know is, for me, I wish they would have ramped up the scare factor. I just think it would have been more powerful and hard-hitting if it had been creepier, scarier. That's just what I'm looking for. I'm probably not the target of this book. Is probably more for like younger readers and for more, not that I'm not young, but I mean, for like, it is a thriller, not a horror. So I do understand why it's not scary, but I always look for horror aspects in books because that's what I love. So it is a thriller, and I do understand that. I just personally wish it was scarier. Words. But I am enjoying it, and I am going to go continue reading. So I finished Deadstream, and it actually got really creepy towards the end. And I was loving that, but unfortunately the ending was not what I wanted to happen. I mean, I never saw it coming, but I'm not a huge fan of it. So I'm going to read another book in a while, but I don't know when that will be or what it will be, but I'll let you know when I decide. So I'm going to start Into the Woods by Jenny Holiday. I'll pop a picture up on the screen. And this is one of my most anticipated releases for 2025. And I am so blown away that I got an ARC copy of this book. So I am going to be starting that, and let's get reading. I have made it 11% into the Woods. I've read 2 chapters, and so far I'm loving it. So our 2 main characters have agreed to be camp counselors at this performing arts and arts summer camp. And our FMC Gretchen is a dance teacher, and our MMC Teddy is a rock musician in a rock band. And he is grumpy. He didn't know it was going to be a camp for kids. He thought it was like for adults, and he thought it was music only. So he found out that it was not what he thought he was getting into. And she is just deciding to do that, something different. But she can't stay there very long and work there very long because she has to get back to her dance studio. And that's what's happened so far. They just got there, they met, and the person running the things there talked to them and showed them around and all that kind of stuff. And they just got to their rooms, and that's all I've read, but I'm really liking it. So let's go read some more. So I finished Into the Woods by Jenny Holiday. I give it 4.5 stars. Basically, what happened was they started up a camp fling, and they just had amazing chemistry, and I was rooting for them the entire book, like since they met. And I really enjoyed this book. I definitely recommend it. It comes out in January, I believe. Not sure exactly the date. I think the 5th. I could be wrong though. But I really, really enjoyed this book. And that is going to be it for now. I don't know what I'm going to read next, or when I'm going to read another arc, or this could be the end of the video. I don't know, but I will come back sometime and tell you what's going on. The final book I'm going to be reading in this vlog is Breeding Ground by S.C. Mendez. And I have heard not so good things from other people doing Netgalley November, but I am still excited. This is a like 40-ish pages short story. It is horror, and I think it's body horror. I'm nervous to go into it because of what I've heard, but I'm also excited, and at least it's short, so let's get reading. So I finished Breeding Ground. I give it 2 stars. I was so confused. Basically, it's about these creatures that impregnate this woman and mind control her, and I was confused. It was very short. I read it in like a few minutes, but yeah, not great. This is a detour for Netgalley November, and Vanessa, if you're watching this, why do I seem to have picked all the bad ones that you've chosen? I always read the ones that none of us end up liking, and I know there's been some that you've picked that everyone loves, but those are never the ones I read. I guess I'm the one picking the wrong ones, but yeah, I'm kidding. I don't blame you at all, but that is going to be the end of my Netgalley November reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will try and link all of the co-hosts down below in the description. If I forget, I am so sorry. But this was a fantastic readathon, and I had so much fun. It meant everything to me to be a co-host in my very first readathon that I was co-host for. And I had a great time. I got a lot of books read, and it improved my Netgalley score. Actually, did I improve it? Because I got approved for so many new books, but I had a great time. Thank you everyone for making this happen. I can't thank you enough, and hopefully, Nicole, you will ask me back for next year. But if you made it this far, please leave me any green emoji to represent Netgalley, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.